Hello, beautiful mamas. So, each and every day this week, Sky and myself have brought you, I guess, some of our parenting wisdom and some different tools that you can either use or remind yourself that you already know how to do those things, and just give yourself that little pat on the back, yeah? So, we've really discussed what it's like to be in your own lane as a parent, instead of feeling like you need to compete or compare or race and keep up with everybody else and all those societal pressures and expectations. How you powerfully show up in the driver's seat, yeah? Hey Louise, hey Shannon, thanks for joining me. And then also talked about conflict and normalizing that's going on for all of us in all of our family relationships, and how we navigate through that in a way that we can be present and emotionally available for our children especially. And then so today, day 5, I thought it would be like a lot of what we've spoken about is what we can do as mamas, and to really have those reflective practices to go within and to see how we're showing up in relationship as a parent. But what I wanted to really go out with a bang on Friday with our last day of tools today in our Facebook Lives was to talk about filling our little people's cups, yeah? And so how do we go about this? And I'm sure each and every one of you has amazing ways that you are already doing this, and I would love to hear what they are. What is it that you actually do to fill up your little people's tanks, yeah? So I would love to hear see you comment or put up a post and just share on your own what it is that your family does or what you do. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes as a parent and an adult, there's just so many competing priorities and so many responsibilities and other things that we're, I guess, trying to stay on top of or do, that when it comes to, I guess, spending quality time with our children or joining them in play, it can be a bit difficult at times because, the dishes need doing, or, dinner needs cooking, or I got to get to work on time, and all these adult things kind of take over. And I found myself as a young parent often using the words no, don't, and stop. And they're very negative words, I guess. And, sometimes it was like the talk to the hand messages. I can't right now, I'm just so busy. Or I'll do it later, And I guess when our children are repeatedly hearing those kinds of messages from us, they start to feel unimportant and like we don't value them. And so I know it's really difficult. Hey, Samantha, it's really difficult sometimes for some of us too to embrace our inner child and to really, I guess, show up and play with our children. Maybe that's because of our own childhood experiences or traumas we've been through, or we've just forgotten the beautiful art of play, yeah? But it can be such a beautiful way to strengthen that relationship and that connection, because play is children's language. And even for our youth, going out and enjoying recreational activities or their hobbies and their interests, that's still play. And if we can find ways that we can join them in that, that's filling their cups and showing them just how valuable and important they are to us too. And so I always like to keep coming back to Circle of Security, and what they, the language they use is delight in me. And I like to try to think up lots of different creative ways that I can delight in my children, because when you're delighting in them, it is actually building their self-esteem and their identity and their sense of who they are, and their worthiness, that sense of I'm important and my mum loves me and wants to spend time with me. So I actually even use the word delight, and I've used it for so many years now that my children say it back to me, and they'll catch me in moments when I'm busy or stressed or not delighting, and like my little man will say, Mum, just delight in me. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. So it's really cool to hear him use that language and speak it back to me too. So I've written like a few suggestions, only because I wanted to make sure I'd covered things, but sometimes it's just something as simple as when they're busy doing something like jumping on the trampoline or riding the bike or whatever, and they say, look at me, we all remember that one when they're young. It's turning around and going, yeah, that's amazing. And I'm sure we do that so well. Or the look what I made kind of thing. I made this picture, or I build this Lego, and look at it, Mum. So you got to take the time and, just say something meaningful in that moment, of course. Giving them some age appropriate tasks to do around the home, you know, a few little jobs and responsibilities, and then that beautiful praise that you can offer them when they do the job well, you know, and even if they don't, you offer the praise anyway, right? Because you want them to keep at least attempting and having a go. Or quality time, you know, the love languages. It's that beautiful undivided attention, that one-on-one time that really fills their tanks up powerfully. Knowing that you can put everything aside and put the whole world on pause because they are the most important person to you just for that period of time. I guess some families, and this is one I want to hear too, you may have certain traditions or things that you do in your household too to really delight in your children and fill their tanks. Maybe like me, it could be when there's an artwork or an award coming home from school, it goes on the fridge. Or maybe there's like an honor wall or a certain special book, memento book or something that you're creating, and your children realize just how valuable and important they are because you take the time to contribute to that I guess, building of memories of what they've achieved. I used to make the mistake of just saying, oh yes, you're a good girl. So I'm thinking like it's really important to remember to be specific in our praise, and rather than falling into the pattern of catching them doing the wrong thing and saying those no, don't stop messages, try to catch them doing what you want them to do. You know, it's so powerful when we, I guess, grab on those strengths or those things that we want to see in them and build on that. And so being really specific, I really like how you brought your plate back to the sink. Thank you so much. That's really helpful for mum. And then they're going to want to do it more because it feels good. Like even us as adults, we love receiving praise and acknowledgement for the things that we do well. And it builds our self-esteem up, and it makes us want to, I guess, strive to please those people around us. My suggestions for youth, because I know like my two are getting a bit older now and we don't tend to be sitting on the floor and playing so much or creating artworks or other things, but they every now and then they get these grand ideas and be spontaneous and can we just go for a drive and do this thing, or really want to go maybe to the trampoline park or see a movie. And it's just say yes to those opportunities, because as you all know, all you mamas who may have teenagers, they start to want to spend more time with their friends and way less time with us. So when they offer to do something with you or invite you, I'm like, yes, I'm there, because you want to take all those opportunities to bond and connect as much as you can as they're becoming teenagers. What else have I got here? I think I've pretty much covered it. I really want to hear all of your beautiful ideas. If there's things that you ways that you delight in your children, what is it? Share with me, tell me, because we may get some beautiful, creative and innovative ideas that we can try out in our own home as well. Hey Sasha, hey Tammy, hey Samantha. I think it's really important to just try to be playful and embrace that inner child ourselves, and remember play is children's language. So show up with them in their playtime. And if it is a difficult thing for you to do, at least acknowledge them when they're saying, look at me, mum, or look what I made, mum, and take that time out to really delight in them and fill their cups by giving them that quality and undivided attention, even if it is for a few moments. I remember when my kids were little, I love to keep a clean household, and I would say to my mum, like my kids might have been 2 and 1 or something, oh my goodness, they just want me all the time and I never have time to do what I want to do. And she said, Ali, you actually just need to give them some quality time. If you sat on the floor and just played with them for a good 20 minutes or so and really got involved and engaged in it, you would find that they would get involved in the activity, and you can go and do something else for about 40 minutes and then, just keep looking at them and checking over them and talking with them. And it's so true. Like I was doing it backwards. I was trying to get all the tasks done first as a mum, and then when I had free time, I'd sit and play with them. But when I flipped it and started doing it the other way around and like filled their cups first and delighted in them and played with them first, it became so much easier to just wander off once they were really immersed in that activity, to just wander off and go and get done what I needed to do. Hey Jennifer, thanks for joining me. So I'm hoping that each and every one of you has been able to take something away from this week and our 5 days and 5 tools. I would love to hear what it was that you that you did receive. Maybe it's something that, like I said earlier, you're already doing really well, and it's just a bit of a confirmation or an acknowledgement that, you know, other mamas are thinking along the same lines as you. Or maybe you've heard something totally new that it's kind of made you kind of stop and pause and think, hey, I could give that a go. Maybe that will make a difference to that dance that's going on for me and my child. Feedback for myself and for Sky, I guess, in how we show up and support and encourage all of you beautiful mamas is helpful. You know, we're always trying to work towards continuous improvement and I guess sharing more of who we are and our wisdom and how we can help. And we'd like to be able to do that, I guess, in our event that's coming up called Mindful Mamas Rise Up. And it's going to be held on Monday night, December the 2nd, over at the Cabbage Tree Hotel. It's $23 for the ticket, so it's very affordable. And we hope that if you've enjoyed what we've shared this week, that you might join us just for a night of, I guess, connection and chatting and expanding more on what we've shared this week, and hopefully giving you some more things that will help you with being a mindful mama. The tickets are on Eventbrite, but we will post a link in the group soon, so hopefully you'll be able to jump on over and secure a ticket for yourself if you'd like to join us. It will start at 5 p.m. and go till 9:30, and we will have some mama sharing her story and lots of tips and hints and I guess ways to kind of just really allow yourself to be that mama that you are and not feel the pressure or expectation to be something someone else wants you to be, because each and every one of you is absolutely amazing. And I don't think we hear that often enough as mums, that we're doing a great job and that our children are thriving and beautiful people because of us and what we do each and every day to show up for them, to listen and to support them and to fill their cups and to just be there. Yeah. So keep on keeping on, and hopefully you have enjoyed joining us this week. We've really been excited about the response and engagement from everyone showing up live and on replay. And I've even noticed so many beautiful mamas inviting other mamas into the group too. So please continue to do that. You know, if we build a beautiful, strong community of mamas, then we can lean on each other when I guess the shit hits the fan, so to say, and the going gets tough. And or when you're just feeling lost with a certain thing that's showing up in your parenting and you need to seek advice or opinion on maybe a way to navigate that. So thank you so much to all of you. From my big heart to yours, keep on keeping on. You're all amazing, and yeah, big love. Thank you.